Hey, welcome back to the AL.com film room. I'm Matt Scalisi here with Cole Cubelic, and we're here to get you ready for the Auburn LSU game by taking a closer look at the LSU Tigers, particularly some of the offensive weapons that LSU is going to be bringing into this game.
When we look at this, are you going to be interested? Are you going to pay attention this week? Because last week you got bored over there and you had your eyes closed, not even looking at what we were talking about.
I'll be fully awake this time.
All right, let's look at some of the film of LSU on offense. All right, Matt, one thing LSU does well, big personnel. Here they go 12 personnel, 1 tight end, 2 running backs. Now, this is a situation where Auburn really struggled a year ago. Now, they've made some adjustments. Ellis Johnson's gone to that Rhino defense. You see Gabe Wright and Adams at defensive end a little bit. They've gotten bigger and more physical. So you would like to think Auburn not going to have as much trouble holding up to this big physical offense with the bigger personnel this year as opposed to last year. But this gives you a pretty good idea of what LSU is capable of. Are they young? Absolutely. You get a fullback in here like Melvin Jones and all of a sudden going to run a read play or an isolation play, and this offense can just come right at you. You watch the right side of the offensive line, just major push, and we'll run it back here and stop it for you. This group right here, just watch them come off the ball. I mean, this thing is like a bomb of TNT about to go off. Watch them blow these guys off the football. Great push. You love to see that as a former offensive lineman. And then, of course, a guy like Leonard Fournette on the outside can make plays on his own. But what this does is it causes so much congestion on the second level with that push. Linebackers are not able to adjust and scrape over the top to contain that backside. And it's one reason that you see Fournette have that big run. Take a look at the right side here. Hoko Fanaiki. Here he is. Big dude right there. Just a mauler as we run it back. Watch big 69 at right guard. Pad level low. He takes out 2 defenders. And Fournette, it looks like he's doing a lot on this play. But when you blow people off the ball like that and you come off with that kind of a push, trust me, the linebacker's vision and line of sight completely goes away. And it makes it easy for a guy like Fournette to cut that ball back and get into the end zone.
All right, well, one of the key storylines coming into this game, Cole, is that LSU has named a new starter at quarterback. They're going to be having Brandon Harris, the freshman, starting this game for them, first start of his career. Let's take a look at some of the things that he's able to do and some of the more effective plays he's had this season.
Really and truly, Matt, no one's surprised that this move is happening. Brandon Harris, from an ability standpoint, really one of the better guys that you'll see in this league. Arm strength, mobility, size, height. He's the total package. He just doesn't have the experience, but you'll see here, little play, just going to go slide protection. 41's not really with the program here, and that's why you're going to see some run through. Stands in the pocket, though, knows he's going to get hit, still delivers a pretty good football. Pressure coming, knows it's there, understands he has playmakers out at wide receiver. Put the ball where your receiver has a chance to go make a play. You're knowing you're going to take a hit to your midsection. You're still able to get that kind of velocity on a football. It's very impressive from Brandon Harris. Now, we mentioned mobility. I don't think the zone read is a play that LSU wants to make a living on with Brandon Harris. He's not I would say he's a great runner, but I don't know how great of a runner he is with the football. He's not a guy that you want 15, 20 carries a game. But boy, he adds a dynamic dimension to this, and it's a nice read. This defensive end here is going to have contain. Probably not something you've seen from LSU a lot because you didn't want to run it with your first team guy. He's not going to take hits. Next thing you know, Brandon Harris comes in, a little bit more mobility. Watch the defensive end crash. Great read by Harris. Pulls the ball in the zone read. And then I like how he just gets north and south. Not wishy-washy. Very definitive about getting forward and getting yards. This young man can be a playmaker. Well, Matt, now we've seen the arm strength and we've seen the mobility from Brandon Harris. But again, first off, it starts up front. This offensive line is good. And Auburn's going to have to find a way to pressure this kid and force him into mistakes. But if you want to see touch, you want to see accuracy, this is a big-time throw right here from Brandon Harris. He has all day, but leaves this just out where Malachi Dupree runs up underneath it. He can throw the fade. And here again, you'll see, has confidence in Malachi Dupree. Steps up in the pocket. It's a jump ball, but you realize I have playmakers on the perimeter. Probably going to be able to go out and get this. Look at the confidence in the pocket again. Feels pressure, sidesteps. Most likely that's why it's not as accurate of a pass. But again, he understands that young man 15 in Malachi Dupree, as you can see, can go up and make a play. Just let your playmakers have fun. Go get a catch. Throw that football up where only they can attack it and make a play. This Brandon Harris kid, once he gets experience, we've seen what he's able to do, he can be dangerous.
All right, so Cole, going into this game, when you look at this LSU team, what are the things that should scare Auburn the most, should cause the most concern for Auburn as they prepare for this team?
Well, I think the first thing is just ability, athletes on the field. You look at the back end of this defense, they seemingly all can run, they attack, they like to hit. Safeties and corners all like contact, and Auburn likes to make a living on the perimeter. I don't think it's going to be there. You're going to have to find room in between the tackles to run the football. And then on defense, find a way to pressure an inexperienced quarterback. We've seen the fact that he's got mobility, he's got touch, he's got velocity on the football, but can you rattle him? Now, the home crowd will have something to do with that. Being at night, Jordan-Hare Stadium, this will be an experience for him unlike anything he's ever had. But are you going to have to commit extra players to the box? Is Ellis Johnson going to have to blitz to get that pressure? And we've seen what Leonard Fournette can do. So I think balance is going to be key for LSU. Can Auburn make LSU one-dimensional? If so, I think they can put an inexperienced quarterback in bad situations and most likely get a win. Run the football between the tackles, put the quarterback in bad situations. That means win first down. Put him in second and third and longs where you know you can tee off. And if you need to commit an extra defender to the line of scrimmage to blitz, so be it. But get the pressure on that young quarterback, force him into mistakes.
All right, well, we'll see what happens on Saturday, and we'll be back here next week in the AL.com film room to break it down for you.